What's up, Overtakers? Here we are, the Brisbane Jamboree, once again. Such an awesome event to get out to. If you love sports compact racing, then you can't miss the Jamboree. We did a whole bunch of live streaming for this event, so check the link in the top right-hand corner for that if you want to catch up with all the passes. But how about we crack straight into a bit of a recap of what we saw over the weekend.
You must be the owner, Nick Baxter, of this car.
That's me.
Yep.
I am Nicholas Baxter.
And mate, what's going on in here?
It's a rickety old Hilux engine, Briggs & Stratton. Makes about 80 horsepower.
Yep.
It literally is capable of shaking every bolt out of itself. Like, unbelievably good at it.
Is it still got the pull start, or has that been upgraded?
We drilled a hole through the radiator and you get one of those little flugel cranks or whatever they're called, you know, and just
True.
That and a spritz of Star, you bastard, and then she comes up to life.
So we can find a bit of information about this on Nick and Friends.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're here with Nick. Now, I heard you become famous from being friends with Jake.
Yes, that is how you become famous around these parts.
Or maybe you can help out. Jake and Friends, if you actually want to learn a lot more than we're probably going to talk about on this car, get over and watch Jake and Friends.
Watch
YouTube.
Jake and Friends.
It's written
on my
We'll
feet.
get a shot of that in a minute. We'll get a shot of that. We'll get
that
a shot in a minute of that. Tyler can overlay that and do some editing skills. But mate, subscribers, you're pretty close on Jake and Friends there to cracking it.
I believe we're about 13, 14 shy of a big 1,000 at the moment, so we'll see how that goes.
Get on and help them out. Get them to 10,000 maybe. No, don't do that. Get us to 10,000.
10,000 would be nice. Get us all to 10,000. Everyone subscribe to everything.
Please do. But in the meantime, mate, what's going on? The 3RZ, Lexus.
3RZ, Lexus.
How's the Jambo been for you? You've been working a bit on this.
Yeah, I've been working a little bit today. So first pass, I tried a different transcooler. Turns out that it didn't work. So lucky I brought the old one with us. So first pass, it literally cooked the transmission down the bottom end of the track. So the trans temp got to about 140, which was well above what the oil can do. So it came back. We stunk out the pit bay, changed that, and then fixed the cooler back. That was Q1. It was like a 9.2 or something at 150, and then Q2 went 897, and then Q3 went 888. So yeah, right. Pretty happy.
Okay, so it's relax for the evening and then get back into racing tomorrow?
That's it. It's mod compact tomorrow, so we're under elimination, so we might be going home in the morning, we might be staying until the afternoon, so but it's part of the game, so we'll see how we go. It seems pretty consistent so far, so as long as we can stay the consistency game and I can cut a light, we should be okay.
All right, well, there's probably a bit more on this and the racing at Kenda recently where you did some great times.
Yep, absolutely.
We'll put that up in the corner here.
Yep, check out Sydney Kenda.
Yep. And what was the PB down there?
Down there I'm in the radial ruckus class, which is a 580 class. This car, the reason we entered 580 at the start of the year was this car was only ever meant to run 580. Then we put this wild G45 turbo on there, and it's just become an animal. So we went 570 in Sydney. It's been 568. Went 70 in Sydney. The weather down there was incredible. Then we dialed it back. We eventually got an 82 out of it, which was pretty good. So,
I heard Hoff mention that this is possibly the quickest pump fuel street driven.
Hoff mentioned that. Yeah, he was telling me something about how a methanol car isn't really a street car. That's what he was saying, because you can't buy it at a pump. That's what he said. But I mean, it's Hoff.
Yeah.
Who knows what he says?
Anyway, subscribe. Get over to Jake and Friends and subscribe.
Jake and Friends, Overtaking Lane, Nugget Garage, all of them. We're all here. We're all hanging out, having a great weekend. Get on it.
Hey guys, we're here with Terry Sang. We're here to have a bit of a chat because you're running a new car, but you've had this car for a while, mate. Well, it's a combination
for a
plan.
while.
Yeah.
So it's been shed for a while. Me and Brad sort of teamed up a few years ago, and Brad bought this car and said, we should do something. And I said, yeah, well, I can sort out a motor and let's put it together and try and go really fast. And we started gung-ho on it and got the motor in the car mounted, gearbox, got a tail shaft made, diff all done, and then sort of COVID happened, so it sat there for 3 years and didn't even get touched for 3 years. Just sat there, just waiting to pretty much just finish some plumbing and wire it up.
Right. Okay.
It's all it was waiting on, and then
It's been teasing us.
yeah, just you get busy and there's you're doing a lot of racing, so it's, you know, weekends we've done a lot of racing in the last few years. Even though COVID, we've still been getting out and getting some racing, so we've been pretty lucky up here.
Yeah, so you've been running Kyle's Camaro for a while as well, which is and I think he's let that go now to someone else. Is gonna
so he sold that, and after he sold it and I didn't have to drive that anymore, I thought, well, you know, maybe we should get this thing going. And a few weeks ago, Brad said, hey, let's get it going and race Sydney.
Yep.
We thrashed for 3 weeks to get it all done, and we got it Sydney. We were still finishing it when we got there, and it went really well. Like, we ended up being the fastest small block to the 8th and broke a whole heap of records that we were really happy about. Like,
so it was a really good meet, wasn't it, down there?
Yeah,
so.
It was, and you know, we knew it would be.
Yep.
We knew it was going to be good. It's a good time of year. Everything was, this is the meeting we want to debut the car at.
Yep.
And really work hard at it, and we went probably better than we expected. So
you thought
we were really happy. Yeah, and then we thought, we were actually packing up the car. We were supposed to go and get painted. We were supposed to go back to Melbourne and get painted from Jambo. And I was coming home with an empty trailer, and then we were literally nearly packed up and about to roll a car in, and said, well, what about running Jambo? And I said, well, you don't have time to paint it if we're going to Jambo. And so I said, I ended up bringing it home, back up here, and me and the boys thrashed on it and turned it into a big tyre car again, which it used to be, obviously. But we changed a few things, so it was shocks and your four link, and we had to get some wheels, and there was a lot in it, and because we changed everything just to predominantly make it a radial car.
Yeah.
We never really planned to go back to big tyre, but it's happened, and here we are. We came out. The gearing we knew would be too tall.
Yeah.
Miles too tall. Like, it had a 3.7 rear gear. And it's only a 2-speed gearbox, so it had a 138 first. But we said, well, let's go take it and see what happens. And we didn't go too bad. We went 640, like that, getting off it a bit early. But it's hard on the little motor. And we borrowed a diff center, and we whacked it in.
And you did that on Thursday or Friday, didn't you?
Yesterday, Friday, we got a diff center, and I said, we'll go one more time on the gearing that's in it, because we were really close.
Yep.
And I thought, you know, it's not going to go as fast as we want it to. So then we changed the gearing and put a lower gearing in it, and it went 420 straight away.
There you go.
It went 415 and 620 to the other end.
Yep.
So we were wrapped with that, and we could definitely see in the data that was first hit with those gear ratios. So there was some tuning changes. It was going to work. So, and then the next pass, it went. I bumped through.
Yep.
And it left great. Didn't shake. Nothing. It went fast. And we've got a VPS in the car, which tells you how fast the car was going.
Yes.
It's pretty accurate. And it went faster to half track, well and truly. I got off at a half because I knew I'd have that data.
Yep.
And then we went out in the last one. It was a bit greasy, and we knew it was going to be greasy.
Yeah.
But we thought, we'll see how it sticks. Work on the tune-up a bit more. And it sort of laid over a little bit, about half track. And so I shut it off. We got back here, and unfortunately it dropped an inlet valve. So not a huge amount of damage, enough damage that'll keep us out for a little bit, but you know, that's racing.
Yeah.
But all in all, we couldn't be happier with everything we've achieved with the car in such a short time.
And I suppose all those years of experience, mate, you something, just a little change in the car, you feel it, and you know.
Yeah.
It's time, don't push it.
Yeah. You soon learn.
Yep.
If something doesn't feel right, it can cost you a hell of a lot more money.
Yep.
If you keep pushing it. So if you think there's anything niggling, always you're saving it for the next day or the next pass or whatever. There's always another run if it's not hurt.
Yeah. That's fair.
So,
cool. Mate, well, look, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes now. We'll obviously we'll get it back and fix up the issues and
Yeah.
get it back on track. Probably see you out again for Kenda.
Yeah, hopefully if we can get it all fixed and everything, by then it's all time and money.
Or if it's you've still got painting to do as well.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. But we'd like to. We'd
Yeah.
like to make the riot. We love to race radials and take our little radial to a little small block to all the big bangers in the top radial class. That's good fun and.
You love a challenge.
Oh, I love a challenge. Who doesn't?
Good. That's good, mate. And we always appreciate you coming on to have a chat. You've always been great to us here at Overtaking Lane. So
you guys do a great job. Anytime.
appreciate it. Thanks, Terry. And we'll see you on the return.
Hopefully real soon.
Naomi, we're here to have a chat, mate. The S15 is going super fast. You've just done one of your PBs in mile per hour.
Mile per hour and ET this weekend.
This weekend.
Yep. So yesterday I went at 8:42 at 165. Today I went at 8:49 with a 167.
Wow, that's impressive. Now the other thing here though, that's shocked everyone and probably yourself more than anybody is that last pass you've just done. You've gone down there, and what's happened?
I don't really know. I was going over the line, pulled the chute, and it was just bang, and then smoke. And then I was like, oh my God, I think I've just rotted my engine.
But there's airbags out.
There's airbags, there's smoke, there's everything going on. I'm trying to move them to see where I'm going.
So the engine's fine.
Yes, the engine's fine.
Engine's fine, but you've just fired off the airbags.
Yep.
So I guess does that mean that, I think I might have asked you the other day, is how much difference do those chutes make in pulling you up? Obviously it makes a fair bit.
It makes a fair bit of difference, yeah. And I noticed the mile per hour must have been a lot higher because I was trying to stop it from swerving all over the place in the deep end whilst trying to get an airbag out of my face.
And cab full of smoke and
Yep,
everything else,
just
and not knowing what's going on.
Yep.
Oh, so that's ended your day, unfortunately.
Yes.
So, but you're still happy with how the car's run?
Super happy. I think I was coming first, but it is what it is.
Yeah, obviously this is full of Golby's bits and pieces, and this has been a work in progress, and you keep getting it a bit quicker and a bit quicker for some time now, right?
Yep, keep punching at it. It ran 9s for ages. We realised that the converter had a 27 or even more % slip in it. Put a new converter in, 860 straight off the trailer.
That's impressive. That is impressive. So what, do you know what turbo you're running in there now?
It's a G42 1200 compact.
And what sort of power at the wheels?
So it's got 1,074 at the tyres, but I'm out of turbo and out of fuel.
Not bad, not bad. And Tyler even got to have this as his wedding car, didn't he? So
Yeah, took him to Mount Tamarine in the rain.
in the rain, so
In the rain.
it is a street car as well. This is a very fast street car, very impressive. You got a bit of work to do now to get some airbags replaced, and I don't know what you do there, and then a windscreen replaced.
Well, the plan was after Jamboree, everything was coming out and all new gears going in, more PBs to come.
Oh, well, we'll wait and see. We look forward to it. Great stuff. We love watching you out there on track. Keep it coming, and we look forward to seeing what you bring.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thanks for watching, guys. That brings us to the end of another awesome event from the Brisbane Jamboree. If you haven't been to a Jamboree, then make sure you put it in your calendar. October 15th, Melbourne, Heathcote Park Raceway. If you haven't experienced the atmosphere of a Jamboree, then make sure you get out there. And before you go, guys, make sure you head down below, hit subscribe, hit like, hit the bell to get notified when we upload a new video. But consider becoming a member, joining the channel. Grab yourself some merch from the website, www.overtakinglane.com.au. Pick yourself up a new shirt, hoodie, hat, whatever you want to get. It's all on there. And we'll see you in the next one. Stay in the right lane.